Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Tool finally, and I have all their albums right here. Wait, where's my albums? Where'd they all go? I lost all my albums. What the hell? Whoa. Hello all and welcome to my new apartment. Wow, yeah. This is the new place. I finally have all my albums on display, so you can, I don't have any of my posters anymore, but at least we have some music thing in the background. But yeah, it's Tool time.
Does everybody know what time it is? Tool time! That's right!
The highly anticipated list is finally here. Tool is a band that you absolutely dig or you absolutely do not understand. Like a lot of bands I listen to, I dig them. I'm in no way a super fan, but they got some good ass songs. They are highly beloved and I'm about to make a lot of people mad. Starting right now. Aenima is by far my least favorite Tool album. And there go half the viewers. Now notice I said least favorite because it's still a good album. Just one that I find hopelessly overrated. Like, I like H, 46 and 2 is a pretty good song, and I scream along with Prying Open My Third Eye every time. That little section is easily my favorite part of the whole album. But I'm sorry, that's about it. I mean, tracks like Stinkfist, Push It, and the title track are good, but just good. Not to mention that this album is just littered with intermission tracks. One is literally intermission. And I, for one, don't really know what the point of them is. So for those reasons, this is in last place. And the next few are going to be your pretty standard stuff. Their debut album, I think it's passed on too much. Sure, there's no Justin on it, but Paul, I think, still kills it. Obviously, Sober is the best song on here. Intolerance is great. Bottom gets better as it goes on. The chorus and Swamp Song is really fun. Crawl Away is fire. The ending of the title track is really rad. And then the album ends with a 16-minute noise track, which is useless, so I just cut it after Flood. I just think it's stronger overall and more focused and to the point over Aenima, because they saved all the stupid shit for the last track. So, yeah, good stuff. 10,000 Days is a very consistently good album. I don't think there's any downtime on it. Now, I'm not actually going to do that the whole time. From the start to the ending, I think it's just consistently throwing great riffs and great songs at you. They're all good, but because of this, I don't think there's any real standout tracks on it. This is certainly the album that I don't go back to just to listen to a couple of tracks off of it. But, like, if you're going through a whole album, I think this one just hits the best. Right in the middle, great stuff. Lateralus, I'm pretty sure, is the go-to Tool album. It pretty much has everything one could like about the band. Parabola, whatever, is a great song. Everyone's favorite Schism is on here, and I've always loved the intro synth part of Disposition. I mean, it's really like the first half of the song, but like whenever they bring synths in, it just gives such a cool atmosphere. Like, for a while, it was my favorite Tool song, just because it just gave me chills every time I heard it, but it was later dethroned by something we'll get to in a bit. But I just want to make it clear that I personally think Lateralus is the best Tool album. But it's not my favorite one. And the second reason I am going to anger a lot of people is because Fear Inoculum is number one. So, my experience with this album is the exact same I had with Breath of the Wild, the game. I was familiar with the series, or band in this case, and the new game album came out, and I bought it thinking, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It's going to be pretty cool, you know. Tool's a good band, Zelda's a good series. It'll be fine. I'm just going to enjoy it. And then when I got them, and I experienced them, I was blown the hell away. And in this case, Danny Carey fucking carries this entire goddamn album. I mean, holy shit, the choruses of Numa, the Before the Break and the ending of Invincible, the entire Tempest, Chocolate Chip Trip, an absolute monster of a player. 150% his best work, and I cannot sing his praise enough. And I think, 15 million views on the Numa drum playthrough video on YouTube? That should tell you something. And then you have Adam Jones, who is a decent player, but is very far from, like, my favorite guitarists. And he steps his shit up on this album tenfold as well. And I absolutely love how Maynard sounds on the album too, especially with the title track. Numa is now my favorite Tool song because there is no volume in the universe high enough. The sun exploding would be too quiet of a noise for how loud I want to pump that chorus up. And then you have the synth break in Descending, again with the synths. I mean, just something about it with the, you know, the chugging guitars and the using the toms and then just the synths with these few notes, and it gives me chills every time. I have them right now just thinking about it because it sounds that good. Then Tempest is just riff central. Even the interlude songs are pretty cool. Like the first one I would love to use in like a horror short or something. Mocking Beat is completely garbage. Delete it. It shouldn't be there. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that one. It ends so good with Tempest, and then there's just 2 minutes of just like ambient jungle noises. Whatever. Get rid of it. And along those same lines, unfortunately, not every song on the album gravitates towards me. Culling Voices, I would say, is the only song that I don't care for too much. But everything else on here is amazing. I don't care. People just love to hate on it because it took so long that people were legitimately expecting the next Beethoven's Fifth when this shit dropped. As if like they were working on it since the day 10,000 Days came out. Just expecting some kind of fucking masterpiece. Frankly, I think people were looking for any reason to hate this because of all the drama and the 2-year thing of like, will it, won't it drop? People were just pissy about it, and I wasn't one of them because, like I said, I was an average fan, and when it dropped, I was like, cool, the album's out. I didn't give a shit. So when it came out, it fucking blew me away. And for those reasons, Fear Inoculum is my favorite Tool album, and I don't think it's going to be changing anytime soon. So, how about you guys? What are your favorite Tool albums? Honestly, if you made it this far, then you are true fans of the channel, and I appreciate you so much. Major shout out to all of you because we just hit 200 subscribers on the channel, and I'm sure half of them are going to be gone after this video. But in 2 weeks, we're getting a new album from a band that is one of the big 3 that I have dubbed it of bands I haven't done yet. Because there are 3 major bands that I'm a big fan of that I haven't talked about yet because I'm waiting for the new albums to drop. And the first one up is dropping in 2 weeks, and it's going to be a ludicrous album. So, I'll see you guys in a few weeks with that album review. Later.